The hum of the Starlight Weaver's bridge was my constant companion, a low, resonant thrum that vibrated through command chair, through the very essence of my being. My eyes, pools of violet in my pale face, absorbed the galaxy displayed on the holographic panels. Swirling nebulae, distant star clusters, the cold, silent expanse of the void. This was my domain, my burden. I was Aliana, a seer of the Lumina, and the universe spoke to me in whispers no one else could hear. My long, white hair, like spun starlight, cascaded over the sleek, dark lines of my command uniform. The glowing blue accents on my shoulder pulsed with the ship's rhythm. Around me, the Kthar, my blue-skinned crew, moved with quiet efficiency. Their forms, smooth and sculpted, were a comforting presence. They were resonators, attuned to my unique psionic frequencies, my anchors in the vast, echoing silence that was my constant companion. They understood, or tried to, the melancholy that was woven into the very fabric of my existence. Our mission, to find the Silent Star, a legend, a myth whispered in the oldest Lumina chronicles. A celestial body, not a light, but profound stillness, capable of quieting the cosmic static that grated on my senses. For generations, seers had suffered, their minds bombarded by the universe's inherent sorrow, the echoes of dying stars, the silent screams of forgotten civilizations. The Silent Star was our only hope for true peace. Today, the static was particularly loud. A distant supernova, a ripple of despair from a nascent civilization collapsing under its own weight. The cold, empty hum of 1,000 light years of nothingness. It all converged in my mind, a symphony of cosmic lament. My violet eyes, usually sharp, felt heavy. Status, resonated Kven. I resonated, my voice, usually a melodic hum, feeling strained. Kven, his blue skin gleaming in the console light, turned from his station. Seer Aliana, the deep space probes confirmed the anomaly. Gravitational distortion consistent with a non-luminous mass. We are approaching the predicted coordinates. His voice, a series of precise mental pulses, carried a hint of his own concern. The Kthar felt my burden, though they could not share its full weight. I nodded, my gaze fixed on the main view screen. The coordinates were deep within the veiled nebula, a region of space so dense with cosmic dust and dark matter that even the Kthar's advanced sensors struggled. It was a place of shadows, a perfect hiding spot for a star that emitted no light. As we drew closer, the cosmic static intensified. It wasn't just sorrow now. It was a cacophony of ancient memories, a chorus of forgotten dreams. My head throbbed. I pressed a pale hand to my temple. The glowing blue lines on my uniform flicker with my distress. Seer, your resonance is fluctuating. Kven pulse, his concern growing. Shall we initiate a calming sequence? No! I manage, my mental voice sharp. It's not the static. It's something else. Something new. A presence. The Kthar exchanged worried glances. My abilities were their guide. If I was uncertain, so were they. Suddenly, the Starlight Weaver lurched. Alarms blared, a jarring physical sound that cut through the mental static. Red lights flashed across the bridge. Gravitational shear. Kven pulsed, his mental voice laced with urgency. Something is pulling us. It's immense. On the main view screen, the star seemed to stretch, then warp. The nebula outside twisted into impossible shapes. My mind screamed. This wasn't a star. This was a tear in the fabric of reality, a wound in the void, and from it a silent, overwhelming presence poured forth. It was a universe's sorrow, not as a static, but as a concentrated entity. A vast, formless consciousness woven from every lost hope, every unfulfilled dream, every silent scream that had ever echoed through the cosmos. It was a collective lament of everything that wasn't, and it was reaching for me. My unique perception, my curse, was now my only weapon. I was the only one who could truly see it, truly feel it. The Kthar, for all their psionic strength, only felt the crushing weight of its presence, the physical distortions. It's trying to embrace me. I resonated, my voice trembling, to pull me into its emptiness. It promises peace, absolute silence. The offer was tempting, to finally be free of the constant cosmic static, to dissolve into a profound, eternal stillness. But I saw the truth beyond the lure. It wasn't peace. It was oblivion, the absorption of all individuality, a final, absolute end to the vibrant, chaotic symphony of life. Resonators. I pulsed, forcing strength into my voice. Amplify my focus. Channel my will. We must sing against it. The Kthar, without hesitation, moved their stations, their blue forms glowing as they linked their minds with mine. Their collective psionic energy flowed into me, a steady, unwavering current of support. They were my shield, my amplifier. I closed my eyes, focusing on the core of my being. Not on the sorrow, not on the fear, but on the vibrant, messy, beautiful chaos of life. The laughter of a child, the warmth of a shared meal, the thrill of discovery, the stubborn defiance of hope. All the things that made the universe worth hearing, worth experiencing. I pushed back against the encroaching emptiness. My mind became a beacon, radiating pure, unfiltered being. The cosmic lament roared in protest, trying to crush me, to pull me into its silent embrace. But I held on. The Kthar's resonance flowed through me, amplifying my will, turning my individual song into a chorus. The terror in reality shimmered, then began to recede. The overwhelming presence lessened, like a tide pulling back from shore. The alarms on the bridge slowly quieted. The red lights faded to a steady green. I opened my eyes, gasping, my body trembling with the effort. The Kthar looked at me, their faces etched with exhaustion, but also with profound relief. It is retreating, Kven pulsed, his mental voice weak. The anomaly is closing. The starlight weaver settled, the constant hum of her engines returning to its normal thrum. The stars outside were steady once more. The veiled nebula, though still dense, no longer felt like a place of absolute despair. The silent star. It wasn't a physical beacon. It was the universe's inherent capacity for peace, a state of being that could only be accessed and protected by confronting the void's lament. It was the understanding that true silence wasn't the absence of sound, but the harmony found within the chaos. My melancholy remained. It was a part of me, a part of being a seer. But now it was different. It was no longer a burden to be endured, but a tool, a sensitivity that allowed me to perceive the universe's deepest truths and to protect its fragile, beautiful song. The Starlight Weaver continued its journey, not just through space, but through the very heart of existence, guided by a seer who had finally learned to sing with the void.